Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're working on my green Jeep. So I've been having some issues with overheating, and today we're gonna change out the thermostat. I don't think that's the issue, but I mean, it's the cheapest thing that I can change out right now. So the issue that I'm having is with this Jeep, if I'm driving normal, if I'm without AC, it's fine. Once I turn the AC on, it adds that extra load and it starts to overheat. The electric fan is working, it does turn on. I think what I'm gonna end up doing is adding a mechanical fan, but we have coolant, we don't have a coolant leak. And like I said, the thermostat's just the cheapest thing that we can change out. So that's what we're gonna do today. Now I was looking around for something local. AC Delco is what I saw recommended, but I couldn't find that. So I'm going with Duralast Gold. This is the part number. And I also got this gasket from them as well. This is the thermostat housing gasket. Actually, what I'm noticing is the year. It says 98 to 2000. So I don't know if it's different, but if it is, I'll just go to the store. Not a big deal. I know a lot of people do recommend adding some sort of like sealant on it, but I'm just gonna install it as is. Let's go ahead and start taking things apart. The AC line, not really in the way. We're gonna have to take off this and this as well. Disconnect this plug here for the temperature, I believe it is, and then we can unbolt the housing. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is take off the rubber hoses. And I do have a bucket set down there just in case stuff leaks, because it will. And yes, coolant is gonna fall everywhere, so just be prepared for that. Now yours might have different types. It might have some clips. This has hose clamps. I think OEM comes with like the clips that you press together. Okay, so that's loose. Disconnect this thing. I am the worst at pressing in clips, man. All right, we got it though. You guys didn't know, on Najar Offroad, we are doing a Harbor Freight gift card giveaway. There's gonna be 3 winners this month. So head over to Najar Offroad. Every dollar you spend is 1 entry. First place winner will get a $200 gift card. And then second and third place will get $50 gift cards. So make sure to check it out. Now let's get back to the video. Take off this little one. Yeah, we got a little bit of coolant. That one dropped a little bit. All right, cool. Now we could take off the bolts holding the housing, which it is a 13. Again, I'm doing this because it's the easiest and the cheapest thing that I can do right now. Could it be the water pump? Maybe. Could it be the radiator being clogged or something? Maybe. We're just going for the easiest thing that we can do. On the bright side, the coolant doesn't look milky or anything, so that's a plus. Got the bolts out. Now this can come off. Oh yeah. So this is the old thermostat here. So the next step we got to do is clean off all the, I mean, it's kind of hard to see, but the surfaces on there. Maybe I should turn the light on, huh? That helps. So I got to clean all the surfaces on here, and then we can go ahead and install the new one. I'm using a razor blade. I don't have a fancy tool to take off gaskets, so I dropped the razor blade where the fan shroud is. I don't know if you guys have ever used one of these Streamlight like mini lights, but these are super bright. And hopefully that helps me get the freaking blade. I don't see it though. I must have just lost the freaking razor blade. That's safe. All right, so it's time to put the thermostat back in. I know it's kind of hard to see, but here it is. It has this little pin here. You can see it better on this side. That we're gonna point towards the top. And it should just sit in place there. And then we'll get the housing with the gasket. Okay, I'm gonna put this bolt just to align the gasket. So I'm trying to get that started, get a couple threads in. I can see that I did knock the thermostat out a little bit. Oh, great. Okay, so now we're tightening up the housing. Got the bottom one in first. Now we're gonna do the top. Make sure the housing is sitting flush before you put more coolant in it. Connect the sensor back in. We're gonna torque down the bolts first to 15 foot-pounds. Okay, that's good. Now we can put the hoses back on. Bam. Honestly, on the 4.0s, this is like the easiest job because it's literally right here in front. Then center, so it's pretty simple to do, pretty easy. Now we just gotta refill the radiator. I'm actually gonna back the Jeep up onto the driveway because it's at an angle. That way all the bubbles come out. So we are at that angle. We got some antifreeze here. You can see the bubbles start coming out too. So I put that down there because it started leaking over the cap, but I waited until the thermostat opened up, then we refilled it. The way that I checked that the thermostat was open is I waited till it reached, 195. That's when it's supposed to open up. I also filled up the coolant reservoir. We should be good now. So now I just gotta test drive it and make sure that it stays under 210, because I was crawling over to that line past 210. Okay, so it is 102. It showed 103 right now, but it's pretty hot outside. So you can see where the temperature is. It hasn't really moved up or down from there. It goes down a little bit, but that's pretty much where it's staying. And I have the AC blasting. I just turned it down right now for the noise, but so far, I mean, it's not overheating. So before it would actually start going over. I did it this morning and it was 90 degrees. So right now it's 102. It's not doing it. So I think that might have been our issue. I hope so. So unfortunately, it did end up overheating again. So what we're actually gonna do next, so when I had first bought the Jeep, I had been driving it and whatever, and it ended up having a blown head gasket. So I think on the next video what we're gonna do is test if it has a blown head gasket, because that would really suck, but I guess that'll be more content for you guys. So I bought the kit. It hasn't came in yet, or else I would have put it in this video. But once it comes in, we'll do the test. We'll make sure that we don't have a blown head gasket, because if we do, it's gonna be a little bit of an expensive repair, and I'm gonna have to figure it out. So it is what it is. I hope this video helped you guys out if you guys are replacing the thermostat. So yeah, it's still overheating. So I mean, that was a simple install on the Jeep. The thermostat is right at the top, so it's easy to do. I think I still will need to add the mechanical fan just because Vegas gets hot. But for the meantime, I'm calling it a day. I'm gonna go watch some UFC, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.